That was seriously one of the worst main events I think I've ever seen in my life, okay? Khamzat Chimaev went out there and dominated Dricus du Plessis through 5 rounds. Okay? Khamzat Chimaev landed 529 total strikes to Dricus du Plessis' 47. Now, 400 and something of those strikes were Khamzat Chimaev just smacking Dricus du Plessis while he was in the crucifix. But a strike is still a strike, and as the time passed, this is almost, about 15 hours past Dricus du Plessis getting absolutely ragdolled on the canvas. Okay, I saw this beating. Wasn't even a beating. My friend described this perfectly. He said, Khamzat Chimaev beat up Dricus du Plessis like you would have to fight a girl. Or like how a cop would have to fight you. They're just going to hold you down and wait for backup. And they're just going to make fun of you while they have you held down. That's what was going on there. Khamzat Chimaev had Dricus du Plessis in a crucifix where he has both of his arms stretched out and he cannot defend himself. You know what I'm saying? He was just smacking him. He was playing with his food. But why couldn't Khamzat Chimaev finish Dricus du Plessis? Why couldn't Khamzat Chimaev finish Dricus du Plessis? That's supposed to be the boogeyman. Now, getting held in a crucifix is fucking terrifying. Let's be real. That's absolutely terrifying. It's extremely degrading. It's worse than what Gerald had to go through just swinging and missing against Michael Venom Page. Michael Venom Page would stand in front of Gerald Cannonier, hands down, whoa, and then move. As soon as Gerald Cannonier would telegraph something, and he just embarrassed himself. This performance was more embarrassing than punching something that was not there. Okay? Dricus du Plessis, after the first round, he gets up with a smile on his face. So I say to my friends, because we're in a movie theater, it's packed, by the way. I say to my friends, yo, he got this. He made it through the first round slaughter. Okay? Even though he was in a crucifix for more than 4 minutes in the first round. Okay? I was a little bit... In my head, I was like, damn, this might be over. Khamzat Chimaev is going to find a way to finish him. But never once in my head did I think Khamzat Chimaev is going to continue to put Dricus du Plessis in a crucifix multiple times, and DDP is not going to find a solution for it, right? In my head, I'm like, okay, that was the first round. He got caught up. Maybe he didn't want to overexert himself. He did get caught, like, with 2 minutes left in the round, in the crucifix position. Okay. Let's wait for the second round. He gets up, by the way, from the floor with a big-ass red gash on his face, smiling. So I'm like, all right. He felt the power. Maybe he's a little bit more confident. He's like, okay, we're going to sprawl the next time. We're not going to let him take our feet away from us and, double leg us on the floor. It's a little bit embarrassing, right? So he goes out there in the second round. Fight! They stand for a little bit. Dricus hits him with something. Ooh, I'm in the theater. Oh, crucifix again. DDP barely fucking sprawled. It says that Khamzat Chimaev landed 12 of 17 takedowns. When did he miss the takedown attempts? Every time I saw Khamzat Chimaev shoot, he landed, and Dricus du Plessis was on the fucking floor 2 minutes later. 10 seconds later. What happened to the Jumbotron that was supposed to unscrew itself while DDP was making his walkout? Right? This is the bad ending. Like I said on my YouTube shorts earlier. So that was my instant reaction after I saw this. This is the bad ending for the UFC. The belt will never be defended again. People say, oh no, Khamzat's going to make a quick turnaround. He's going to turn around for the December card. Huh? For who? Who is he fighting in the division? Are we going to see a rematch of this? Are we going to be seeing a rematch of Dricus du Plessis getting 50-42? Dana White said himself in the post-fight, I scored it 50-42. It was a 10-8 round. Every single round. Except for the last round. The last round was a 10-9. Is RDR next? RDR supposedly. Well, we haven't seen him defend it. I've seen him defend a takedown, but not like that. We know that RDR is good on the ground. He definitely has more ground notoriety than Dricus du Plessis does, right? So that might be something to look at. He does not look nearly as strong as Dricus du Plessis does, but to be fair, Khamzat Chimaev didn't look as strong as DDP did either, and look what Khamzat Chimaev did to DDP. Once I saw the Khamzat Chimaev clip of him holding up DC and spinning him around, I low-key got a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, boys. But I stick with my guns. I went DDP, and I was like, you know what? DDP is going to find a way to do this. He's going to jump over Khamzat Chimaev when he shoots these takedowns. That wasn't even true. Round 4. Pretty sure it was round 4. Round 4, opening sequence. These dudes are standing and banging, right, for about 10 seconds. And then Khamzat Chimaev shoots the sloppiest shot I think I've ever seen in my life, right? And DDP just lets him take him down. Now, to be fair, DDP is not the most technically sound dude that we've ever seen, right? He's goofy. But it looked like he just kind of let him take him down, right? But I get it, at that point, you were 15 minutes into a fight that you were held in a crucifix for about 13 of those minutes, and then just viciously beaten in front of all your friends and family and everybody on camera. So I understand. He just kind of wanted it to be over. But who's next, right? Don't tell me, oh, yeah, of course, Iraq. It's the winner of the Carlo Brajalio versus Nasruddin Maivov fight. Sure. Those dudes have a worse chance than RDR. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Nobody really in middleweight is considered a solid wrestler. I think that's why Khamzat Chimaev moved his way over there. But the issue is, how often is Khamzat Chimaev going to be fighting? Which I think we all know is not very often at all. And who the fuck is next? Who's next? Anthony Hernandez getting called out by DDP all fucking week. So that might be who is next for DDP. Because Anthony Hernandez is ranked 7. Right? He did just move up 3 spots. He was previously ranked 10. Right? So that might be who's next for Anthony Hernandez. They're not rebooking this fight. Absolutely not. DDP will not get another shot at the title until he gets 2 to 3 wins. That was the most pathetic title fight I've ever seen from DDP. Now, can you hold it against him? Khamzat Chimaev is really that dominant, you know, and DDP is a dog. He didn't get submitted. There was multiple times where he could have gotten finished and DDP showed true heart, right? But I'm still holding it against him, bro. You're the fucking champion of the world. You've been training, you've been talking about fighting Khamzat Chimaev for definitely over a year. Over a year ago, there was a video of you saying where, hey, I make my training partners shave their head, shave their mustache, and yell, I'll kill you, right? To train for Khamzat Chimaev. Obviously, they did a shit job. Even Strickland said, hey, I train with these these Caucasus region dudes all the time, so I kind of know how to deal with them. I hope Dricus trains with them. Obviously, he wasn't. He was just training with his teammates with just shaved heads and shaved mustaches. He couldn't have flew in some Caucasus region guys to figure out, like, hey, they wrestle for dominant position. He might hold me in a crucifix. I don't know. I'm still lost. I wanted to give myself a little bit of time before I made a breakdown on the main event, right? To get my thoughts more cohesive, right? But what the fuck was that?